Experiment 46232-1. Engine known as Murdoch was brought into the Diesel Works by Diesel and Spencer.
Engine is injected with a dose. Experiment 1411-2. Engine has been injected with a dosage of... Engine has complained about nausea and a pain internally. We put the engine to sleep and we'll be doing some further research.
Now you stay there, Murdoch, and rest. Sorry I had to do this, Murdoch. The next morning. Hurry up, Murdoch, and shut those trucks.
Researchers have tasked Harold and Herbert to block engines from entering. Engine has started to show signs of awakening. Test on nearby flat car proved successful after knocking it on its side in about one swift movement. Engine has been given anesthetics after terminating the test. 1411.
That night. Experiment 6232-3.
-4. Circulation in the face has ceased. Engine's last face is a concerned expression. New host seems to have taken over. Tendrils have grown in length and are able to hold itself off the ground. We're really making major progress now.
Night 2. Combat test number 1. Experiment 6232-5.
Face is now removable, exposing the mouth and teeth. Tendrils can come out of the mouth now. Engine can now control eyes by shoving tendrils into the back of balls and using them like servos. It's getting hungry. Chapin's gone missing. Blood dripping from his mouth pretty much answered our question. We lured the...
We lured these ones Spencered and the Irons for the first combat test. And they were horrified.
One of them tried running into it and the other reversed.
Run, Spencer! Don't have to tell me twice. Spencer was the first one running, had derailed off a switch that was broken, and there was a fire. Get away from me!
Was successful. Scrap will be sold first. One trying to escape derailed and was torn in half. Oil was dripping everywhere, and there was a fire. The engine went after the second one and compressed the front half, killing it instantly. Test was successful. Scrap will be sold later.
Night free. The second test. Experiment sits free. No, wait. Experiment sits to free to dash sits.
7. Diesel 10 was prepped for combat test. This will be our final combat test before mission is operational. Diesel was brought in and combat commenced. D10 held a decent fight, calling it multiple names. Creature, beast, monster, but the engine got the upper hand. Engine ripped off the hydraulic claw on the roof and tore off a buffer. Diesel 10 was powerless and begged for mercy, apologizing to steam engines in general. Engine took the thin end of the claw and jammed it into the middle of D10's face. We've decided to call it the Beast.
Experiment sits to free to dash 8. Molly, the shy engine of Sodor, had intruded the ironworks. Luckily, the engine, or beast, I meant, had took care of Molly for us. We don't know what happened that night. We can't explain what happened.
Toad break.
Harry Rowley. Yeah. The adventurer coach.
And the monitor. This will help us be able to figure out